Good morning. Today we are going to see about guiding principles for effective teaching and learning in ICT. Already we know that a principle is a kind of rule, belief or idea that guides you. But guiding principle is a recommendation that provides universal and enduring guidance to an organization which applies in all circumstances. So, in general, we already have principles for teaching and learning. Here we have discussed the principles for teaching and learning in ICT. First of all, we should have basic knowledge about ICT. So, the first one is teaching. What is teaching? In education, teaching is the concerted sharing of knowledge and experience, which is usually organized within a discipline and more generally the provision of stimulus to the psychological and intellectual growth of a person by another person. So we can define teaching according to the following viewpoints. One is authoritarian, second one democratic, third one laissez-faire. Authoritarian means memory level only. Democratic means memory plus understanding. Laissez-faire means creativity, perception, art, knowledge, skill and attitudes. Now we move on to nature of teaching. Nature of teaching means it facilitates learning, it causes a change in behavior, it is conscious and unconscious process, it is giving information, it is an interactive process, it is a process of development, it is a continuum of training, conditioning, instruction and indoctrination. Next one, what is learning? Learning is the process of acquiring knowledge, understanding, behavior, skills, values, attitudes and preferences. Learning is the relatively permanent change in a person's knowledge or behavior due to experience. Learning has three components. First one, duration of the change is long term rather than short term. The locus of the change is the content and structure of knowledge in memory or the behavior of the learner. Third one, the cause of the change is the learner's experience in the environment rather than motivation. Next, why learning is more important? It is important in growing your income and status. It plays a role in getting access to new opportunities. It increases our self-confidence. It develops and helps your growth curve. It is important in achieving your goals. It increases personal and professional development. It is important in acquiring leadership qualities. Next one, why do we forget of what we learn? The first and foremost thing is it is not relevant to our lives. Second one, we don't actively use it. We don't spend enough time with it. We get bogged down by details. Next one, how can we remember more of what we learn? The same concept, relevance, application, effort. Relevance means have a good reason for learning. Only read it if you need it. Seek information that interests you. When application, use what you learn. Teach someone else. Apply it to your life. Third one, effort. Identify the main ideas, practice remembering, test your comprehension, a note on highlighting. Now, the main topic ICT. What do you mean by ICT? ICT stands for Information and Communication Technology. It refers to technologies that provides access to information through telecommunication. ICT is generally accepted to mean all devices, networking components, applications and systems that combined allow people and organizations to interact in the digital world. It complements, enrich and transform education for the better one. Next one. Importance of ICT in education. E-learning. The presence of ICT in education allows for new ways of learning for students and teachers. ICT promotes higher order thinking skill. The effective use of ICT demands skill such as explaining and justifying the use of ICT in producing solutions to the problem. Next, use of ICT encourages collaboration work like webinar conference. Next one, principle of teaching and learning in ICT. This is our topic. First one, encourage contact between students and faculty. Try computer conferencing. Clearly communicate your email response policy. Maintain eye contact with camera and local students. To enhance student knowledge and skills. Next, develop reciprocity and cooperation among students. That means work on group projects through phone and email. Use teleconferencing for idea sharing. Encourage students to respond their peers by posting it on the internet. Next one, focus on teacher development, training and ongoing support. Communicate high expectations. That means give a detailed syllabus with assignments, due dates. Be a role model to students. Model the behavior and expectations that you expect from students. Expect students to participate. Next one, give prompt feedback. This is important. Use online testing, software simulations and web-based programs that provide instantaneous feedback. Use of hyperlinks within the text to provide feedback to questions raised within the text. Next, emphasizes time on task. The next one is encourage active learning. Active learning means allow flexibility in choosing material so that it is more meaningful to the learner. Have an interactive web page. Debate online. Use email for group problem solving. Next one, respect diverse talents and ways of learning. This is important. Encourage students to express diverse points of view in discussions. Create learning activities filled with real life examples and diverse perspectives. The next one is learning to compute, which includes learning to create using a variety of hardware and software tools. Adequate opportunity for hands-on learning and open-ended exploration of ICT applications. Drawing upon the features of a wide range of technological applications and focusing on educational purpose, integration of sharing and evaluation of the learning to achieve education and development goals, to support data driven decision making. It includes all short and longer term costs in budget planning. It explores and coordinates involvement of many different stakeholders. Develop a supportive policy environment. Integrate monitoring and evaluation into project planning. Encourages universal access and fostering of a sense of ownership. Promotion of safe and secure use of ICT and explore technology alternatives to find appropriate solutions. System strengthening precedes system transformation. The best technology is the one you already have, know how to use and can afford. Then conclusion. Although the presence of technology does not ensure equity and accessibility in learning, it has the power to lower barriers. As we bridge the digital divide in schools and home across the country, we should build educator capacity to ask students to take part in new and transformational learning experiences with technology. Thank you.